Yes, my people, them. What's crack-a-lacking? We're back, man. Episode 7, Father Talks Podcast. First and foremost, like I always say, I want to big up to everyone who's here, man. Everyone who's tuned in, everyone who tapped in, everyone who's staying locked in, man. I appreciate it, man. Literally, I cannot tell you how much I do appreciate it. The support does not go unnoticed, man. Speaking of that word support, that's the topic of today's episode. You see the word support, man, like it can be given in many ways and it can be taken in many ways. Do you know what I mean? And when you give someone support, like it can do so much. Do you know what I mean? Like take me for example, like I started this podcast 7 days ago. And when I started I had 41 subscribers on YouTube. I've now got 68. That means when I announced this on Facebook and Instagram and whatever, 27 people said, you know what? I'm going to see what Pricey's got to say, man. I'm going to tap in and I'm going to see if I'm feeling it. Do you know what I mean? And that, like, even though it's only 27 people, it literally, man, it means so much. You know what I mean? Because, like, I started this thinking, I don't know what people are going to think, man. Do you know what I mean? They might think, what's this guy chatting about, man? He's coming on here trying to tell some mad pity party story and this, that, and the other. When it's not even that, man. I'm just trying to drop gems and guidance. Do you know what I mean? Literally, car. I've been through some mad stuff. Loads of people have been through mad stuff. Do you know what I mean? So when you support people who have been through mad stuff and are actually trying to change their life, change their ways, you know, and because of that support, changes are made, man, the feeling is so crazy, innit? Like words can't even really describe it how crazy it is, do you know what I mean? And I hope soon come I get to that level of like, you know, like where I'm like, Ross, man, man's been doing this for a minute now. I've got X amount of subscribers. You know what I mean? I get X amount of views every day on my episodes. Like, do you know what I mean? I'll really feel the support, and I hope one day I can actually proper show the appreciation of the support I'm getting for my episodes I drop. Do you know what I mean, man? But you see, sometimes with the word support, like it can sometimes be used in a wrong way. Like, you know, I was speaking about addiction yesterday. Now, let's say you got a couple where the fella is addicted to gear, for example. Yeah, the woman might think she's supporting him by saying, yeah, you do your little lines here and there to keep yourself going. But, you know, sometimes there's a thin line between support and enabling. Do you know what I mean? You have to be careful to not get the two mixed up. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise that can just lead to hella madness, hella upset. Do you know what I mean? Just hella stress that no one wants in it, man. But the positive side of support though is just it's so good, and it's such a shame that like some people don't even really support the ones closest to them. They'd rather go support someone they don't know, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, and I know that sounds cliche, but it's real, man, and it's a sad reality. Do you know what I mean? Because you got someone, let's say, I don't know, like I know quite a few people who make music. Yeah, from the ends they make music, and when they drop that, they're dropping a new rhythm. Man will, I'll say, yeah, man. As soon as that's dropped, man's gonna run that, bud a little zoot, do a little Snapchat story to it or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, cause you know, I want to show my support in it. They're my brethrens. Do you know what I mean? I want them to go far with what they're trying to do, but you'll get some man that will hear that this Donny's making a tune, but at the same time, I don't know, Fredo's dropped a tune. And instead of running both of the tunes, they're just gonna run Fredo's tune. Like, why go on with that? Do you know what I mean? Like, why go on with that? That's mad. Because, like, not even in a mad way, but Fredo don't know you. But that brother there knows you. And you never know, that brother there might end up going clear one day and think, yeah, man, he had my back from when I weren't nothing, from when no one knew me. So I'm bringing him with me. Do you know what I mean? And it's not an a clout chasing thing. It's just real, man. That's how you are. When you come from the ends, like when you come from a council estate, you support your people around you, man. Do you know what I mean? You support everyone around you. You show love to everyone around you, and that's just how it is. But like, you see, while I'm sitting there saying all this, like, I've got a little story time, which is, it's actually quite heartbreaking, to be fair, because it's, you know, it shows that like I was once a proper scumbag piece of crap. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying not to swear, so I'm not going to say the S word. But you know what I mean? I was a POS boy, proper, yeah? Car, I'm going to say it like this now. A couple years back, obviously, you know, my missus' dad passed away. God rest his soul, RIP to Eugene, man. But yeah, like, you know, and at the time of my missus' dad passing away, like, you know, like, I was in a mad place anyway. Even before he passed away, head-wise, I was in a mad place. It's no excuse for what I'm about to say, but yeah, I was in a mad place. And you know, my missus' dad passed away, and you know, instead of being the proper supportive system I should have been for my missus, because that's my missus, the woman who's carried my children, the woman who's always supported me, instead of supporting her, I was out there trying to dabble in all sorts of madness. And man, them know what I say, but I was trying to dabble in madness. Do you know what I mean? On the socials and that, with other Johns and that. Do you know what I mean? It's a mad thing, man. It's disgusting when I think about it now. Do you know what I mean? It really is disgusting, man. But like, you know, because I should have really been there for my missus, and you know, I was pretending to be there, kind of thing. You know, showing her that I am there. But in the background, while I ain't at home, I'm doing all sorts, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do all sorts, and I am doing all sorts, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy to think about it, because if she needed anyone at most in that situation, it's me she needed. Do you know what I mean? Like, my miss isn't really a sociable person anyway. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, I am really her safe space, man. And to think, you know, I jeopardized the like assurance she had that I was her safe space, and I'm a proper supportive system. It was crazy to think I even messed that up in a family situation, man. But luckily, you know, we came true, man, because you know, I slapped myself and I said, sort it the flip out. Do you know what I mean? Sort it out, man. This woman was there for you when you were flat on your face, when you had nothing, when you had no one, before you had a job, before the money come. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm not saying it in a way like man's got bare peas now, but I ain't broke no more, like how I was back in the day. Do you know what I mean? Like, but that's a whole nother story as well, innit? But yeah, man, like, ever since I met my missus, man, she's been there for me from day one. Do you know what I mean? Day dot, no matter what. Like, because, like, I've said it before in a couple episodes back. If you look back from the first episode to now, you'll hear me say, like, I ain't always been perfect. Do you know what I mean? And especially in the relationship sector of my life, man, it's been crazy. Do you know what I mean? I've been with my missus for 12 years this year, and it's been a wild 12 years, but you know, due to strength, due to real love, and due to just having that family unit, man, we've came out on a better side, man. So yeah, man, with that being said, man, just support your people, man. Do you know what I mean? Whether it be in music, whether it be in a new product they're selling, you ain't even got to buy the product. Do you know what I mean? Support is free, man. It don't cost nothing. All you got to do is that link they've shared, hold it, press copy, go onto your own feed and paste it into your feed. Do you know what I mean? Like, or even repost it, put it on your story, whatever. It's free. It don't cost nothing, man. So yeah, man, support your people, man. It's Father Talks, man. It's only real spit round here. Big up to everyone. Love and respect every time.